Big Rapids as the number 2 ranked Bulldogs host the number 12 Lakers. Hi everybody, Brandon with Ryan Pilon with you. The dynamic duo is back. The building is bumping, and we got 2 nationally ranked programs on one floor. Ryan, life is good for us right now here in the booth.
It is fantastic, and I appreciate you saying dynamic. I don't see myself as that dynamic, but it is definitely good to be back after that win against Wayne State yesterday. A great call and a great game to watch. Very close one. Hopefully a close one here tonight as well.
Absolutely. Great call yesterday. Partner, a 4-set win over the Warriors, a Wayne State team that always seems to play well in this building. The Bulldogs able to get the job done and move into what has been an incredible, I mean just incredible start to the season. Ryan, we played 23 contests, and there are 0 tallies in the loss column. It's been an impressive, absolutely incredible season so far, but do not overlook the team on the other side. They've played 22 matches this season. They have 21 wins. Everybody knows when that loss happened. It was at home in the field house against the team on the left side of your screen in Ferris State. They have been waiting for this match all season. They want to get revenge here against the Bulldogs this afternoon, and they got a lot of firepower on that side as well.
You are right, Brandon. These 2 teams are just absolutely incredible. One team has obviously played one more game than the other one, but you can tell on the faces of these Grand Valley players, they are eager to put this one away here at home in Bulldog Arena. They lost in their home stadium in Grand Rapids against this Bulldog team.
Absolutely.
So they definitely can see an end to this one where it's going their way. They want to put on what the Bulldogs did in Grand Rapids, in Allendale, that fateful night.
It's going to be a fun matchup here this Saturday afternoon. Thanks for all tuning in, whether you're with us on pregame here on FloVolleyball TV, if you're joining us on audio platforms and the Bulldog Sports Network. We're glad that you are with us here. You're also hearing about the play up north, up in Marquette, by our football team right now, leading the Wildcats up there in the Superior Dome. Good luck to Coach Anise. Not that they need it right now. They're rolling and looking for another win in GLIAC play. We also got hockey action in Bowling Green tonight. Brody Kaiser will be on the call, Sunny 97.3, as well as the Bulldog Sports Network. You can listen to that action, looking to bounce back against the Falcons of Bowling Green State. So we're going to have some fun action this afternoon. But this game, it's been circled on calendars for both of these teams ever since the first meeting. And let's be honest, even before those, you're looking at the 2 matches on the regular season, and both these teams have each of these matchups at each venue circled. It's going to be a great matchup. And when it comes down to these 2 teams here in comparison, you're looking at Ferris State, one of the best efficient offenses in the country. And I mean, we're talking elite level team numbers in the hit percentage category. Right now, they rank numero uno in the nation in hitting percentage at .314, leading the Metropolitan State University Denver Roadrunners at number 2. That is the team, for those who are curious, that's ahead of us right now in the rankings. They're the number 1 team in the country in the AVCA polls. Bulldogs right behind at number 2. Grand Valley State comes in at number 12. They have some good offensive power, but the middles, that front defensively, they can play. They're one of the best teams in the country as far as blocks per set. They rank it at number 2 at 295, almost 3 blocks a set. I mean, we got the stage set. Bulldog attack against Laker defense. The best volleyball in the entire country is going to happen in that point. We can't wait to see those exchanges.
I remember talking to one of the players, Morgan Lockhart, before these last 2 matches, Wayne State against Grand Valley, and they were kind of surprised that Ferris State wasn't ranked number 1. They went back-to-back weeks with being ranked number 2, and I think that there's no doubt in my mind that if the Bulldogs can pull out a win here tonight, they will be ranked number 1 in the country. I mean, maybe don't take my word for it. Don't yell at me if I'm wrong, but I'd like to see that happen if they take a win against Grand Valley, who, like you said, is just so strong defensively, and they have that ability to do that dual offense and defense, making sure they have the firepower up front and the tenacity in the back.
Absolutely. And don't forget as well, Metropolitan State University Denver, MSU Denver, is playing in an in-state rivalry there against Regis, a number 18 team. So there is a chance we could see a flip-flop at number 1 if one team were to lose. But this is going to be a fantastic match. We can't wait to bring it to you. We're just about 2 minutes away here from National Anthem starting lineups and all of our great festivities to get this game started. And some players to watch here for this evening in this afternoon's match. It could go into the evening. This one could easily go in 5 sets, maybe 3 and 4 if either team can get out in momentum. But it's fair to say we could expect 5 more than ever in this building here between these two teams, but we'll have to wait and see. But some names to watch out for. We'll start with the visiting Lakers as well. Brianna Stosky has been a fantastic defensive player this year for the Lakers. She was just given the Defensive Player of the Week honors for her performance this last week, so very impressive numbers from her. You're going to see her play really well on both sides, offense and defense, but defense she has been very good this season. As well as you look especially playmaking defensively, getting digs, keeping plays alive. That's Julia Blaney's game. The senior out of Saline has played great this year. She'll be one to watch. Probably, not confirmed, but probably as the starting libero tonight for the Lakers. And then, of course, we got to talk about number 10, Jordan Gates. She's been a fantastic player. The Grand Rapids native, was a Division I recruit to Arkansas, was going to be a Razorback, decided that she wanted to change her journey and join back in Big Rapids in her hometown, or excuse me, Grand Rapids in her hometown, not Big Rapids. That would have been a little different. But she's now a Laker, and she's played fantastic in her career. For the Ferris State Bulldogs, you're going to be seeing number 5, Olivia Henneman Delapi, being called offensively a lot today. She has been fantastic offensively, both on strong as well as finesse kills. Expect her to get a lot of those passes from one of our other players to watch, number 10, Kaylee Mott, one of the setters of the week. For how many weeks in a row she's played fantastic volleyball as well. In the back, look at Emma Bleacher, seeing how many plays that they can make to keep alive in the back row. Not just her, but you'll see Gabby Piazza back there. You also see Leah Violet as the libero, but number 7 has been great, not only defensively, but special teams as well. Those are some players to watch. We're going to step aside here. We got some ceremonial activities to honor 2 Bulldogs, as well as the National Anthem starting lineup. Stay with us. Bulldogs and Lakers coming up next right here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Full Sports.
Lakers and Grand Valley State, and your Ferris State Bulldogs. Prior to today's match, Ferris State University Women's Volleyball Program would like to honor and recognize a pair of Bulldog senior student athletes for their recent career accomplishments. First up, last night, FSU senior outside hitter Claire Nowicki tallied her 1,000th Our next Bulldog honoree is senior center Kaylee Mott. Kaylee received the all-time career assist leader in Bulldog volleyball history. Kaylee currently has 5,358 career assists and is less than 100 assists away from becoming the all-time leader in GLIAC Volleyball history. Congrats, Kaylee. One more round of applause for these 2 outstanding Bulldog seniors. We now ask that you please rise in support of the United States of America as we pay tribute to those who have sacrificed for this country with the playing of the national anthem. 13, Grayson Soul. 14, Kate Grove. 15, Joanna Tone. 16, Elena Barber. 17, Deanna Kennedy. 18, Kennedy Art. The Lakers are coached by Jason Johnson, assisted by Jamie Ashmore, Megan Hurst, and Aaron Mulder. And now, for your Ferris State Bulldogs. Number 1, Kate Buffalo. 2, Emily Van. 3, Haley Wagner. 4, Claire Nowicki. 5, Olivia Henderson. 6, Morgan Lockhart. 7, Emma Beecher. 8, Chelsea Freeman. 9, Lindsay Urick. 10, Amy Robinson. 11, Elena Deschetsky. 12, Amy Mock. 13, Hope Davies. 14, Simon Cherokee. 15, Corey Wizard. 16, Leah Violet. 17, Hannah Tecumseh. 19, Logan Garrett. 22, Gabby Piazza. And number 24, Maddie Barr. Their Bulldogs are coached by Steel Randall Wilhelm, assisted by Hannah West, Matt Cody, Tanner Cross, and Steve Second. This evening's officials are Dean Legengrave and David Alexander, with line coaches Todd Klein and Charles Kozeski.
It's time to get the show started here in Big Rapids. No hype necessary. It's already there. Anchorbone 2, top 12 nationally ranked programs set to do battle. Ferris State and Grand Valley State. Hi everybody, if you're just joining us, Brina Worth, Ryan Pilon with you. Ryan, we got a good one here, and we are looking forward to it. Really quick, what's the number one thing you're looking for here between these two teams this afternoon? What's the thing to watch?
Well, there's no doubt, Brandon, that this one will be a close one and a great one for you fans watching at home. I won't be surprised if this one goes into extra sets, extra points in almost every single set. For both of these teams, because it's going to be so close, you have to make sure that you have that grit in those key play moments. When you're in the extra sets, when you have the advantage, you have to find the groove to put those points home and win a set. It's going to be close here tonight, so whatever team can see through in those key plays, that's the team that's going to take the crown here tonight.
We'll get you the starting six on either side as we continue on with this opening set. It will be an absolute classic if we were to go what's on paper. But of course, it's not the paper that determines the outcome. It's what happens in the next hour to 2 hours of volleyball. Here in Bulldog Arena, we're underway, and the Lakers get it started with an ace.
That's going to be an important first point there for the Lakers to get a nice point just to start the game. Each team wants to get that first point, and the Lakers got it.
Megan O'Sullivan with the honors of the first service ace. They'll tee it up on the far side and rejected. Gates and Stosky in the defense right out of the gate. This is going to be a tough task for the Bulldogs on offensive terms. They're going to have to be on their A game to get by this Laker defense. They'll tee it up, try it again, soft attempt. It's worked beautifully, but kept alive to the Lakers. Blaney sends it over to Nowicki. Mott tees it up near side. Fairfield! Bulldogs are on the board.
A very clean point there by Fairfield, set up by Mott. Just a great, good look by Fairfield to put that one through the defenders. I don't even think one player even touched the ball, and you got to be skillful to do that.
Corey Wisser to send it here for the Bulldogs, and that one on a dive. Stover had to adjust to it. Here's Gates, and they're able to score off it. Really nice hustle play by the Lakers as Stover and Blaney on the floor. Blaney is your registered libero wearing the blue top. Megan O'Sullivan, Jordan Gates joined as well right now. Kate Goudreau there for the Lakers in this group. Teed up near side, off the block, goes right to O'Sullivan. Teed up near side, that one dug out on Nowicki by the attack by Goudreau. Quick attack, kept alive by Blaney, but they'll score off the quick attack for Ferris State. Good setup defense on one side. How do you disrupt it? Timing. Get it over on the second hit, and they do so well that time. 3-2 our scoreline. Kaylee Mott, who has just honored the all-time assist leader in Ferris State history, chasing the GLIAC mark as well. What a kick save by Gates. Are you kidding me? Fake it up the middle near side. Nowicki way to play. Kept alive by Gates. Back row over towards Violet. Mott tee up quick for Freeman. Dug out by Gates. Here's O'Sullivan. Back to Gates. Blocked inside. Here we go.
An absolutely incredible solo block there by Henneman Delape. But early in that point, Jordan Gates, if you ever wonder if volleyball players are allowed to use their feet, well, they are, and there you see it by Jordan Gates, just a great player on both sides with Henneman Delape getting that kill.
This one right in front. Nice job there to keep that one alive, and they'll score off it. It all started with Stover, the junior out of Westerville, Ohio, able to keep that one alive. And the Lakers so far, scramble drills, they've been doing very, very well, creating opportunities out of it. Bulldogs going with 4 in the back row. Ball in the hands of Julia Blaney. The senior will send it right to left. Dives in front of Violet. Mott, quick one. Freeman kept alive by the Lakers. Near side, that one dug out by Mott. Violet looks for Nowicki, looking for the back corner, ran nicely. Gates all the way across the way. That one's blocked in the attempt by Goudreau. Bulldogs look to answer. Henneman Delape answers. 4-3 Ferris State. Correction, 4-4 Ferris State.
Yes, this one definitely being a close one. Henneman Delape is going to sub out here. But she has been a very skillful player these past couple games. Last game against Wayne State, she had 18 kills, leading her Ferris State roster and getting a good amount of kills here in this opening set.
O'Sullivan right up the middle. Absolutely textbook from Paige Sanders. The Granville product uses the finesse that time and catches the Bulldogs spread out. Able to find the center of the floor. Lakers on top now, 5-4. This one diving is Deshetsky. Nice play to keep that one alive. Nowicki off the block. Kicked alive. Oh my goodness. Gates kept it over. Teed up. Freeman gets it over top. And the Bulldogs score off of it. Man, oh man, the hustle is on display, and we're only 10 points in. We got a long way to go.
This is what keeps these games close, the ability for both teams to keep these points alive off of diving plays, just the tenacity of both of these teams to make this game close.
Teed up right in front of the net, kept alive. This one back to Gabby Piazza, the freshman just checking in. Gates tees it up, O'Sullivan, and will score. The block was good, position was not so good. It falls in front. Lakers back on top, 6-5. They'll make a change in the sub. Mackenzie Johnson, the junior, will go back for serving duties. Nowicki, Violet, and Deshetsky await in the back row. Now only 3 for the Bulldogs and Coach Brandon Wilhelm. Johnson taking her time, finds Violet. Mott on the save for Piazza. Oh, goodness!
That is the freshman sensation here for the Bulldogs tonight. Gabby Piazza shows you the power and the accuracy she has in her arm to put that one home for the Bulldogs.
And what a pass from Mott, too, digging that one almost off the court floor. Mott now far side. Piazza, finesse, both sides. 2-2, put on a show. Bulldogs now in front.
It's almost as simple as just get it back to the players who are doing well. Back-to-back points for Gabby Piazza.
Nowicki back again, floats this one. Lakers have to scramble in formation. Here's O'Sullivan right at Deshetsky. Look out. This one all the way up to the broadcast porch. O'Sullivan, the southpaw, sends it down to the floor. Ties this one at 7 apiece. A lot of energy in this building. And we're only in set number 1. It's only going to build. Violet for Mott. Back row towards Nowicki. A little miscommunication now. They'll scramble to play defense. Gates up the middle. That one's blocked. Fairfield gets a solo and sends back the Lakers. Bulldogs back in front.
It's one of the rare categories you can see in volleyball, a solo block, 2 of them here in this opening set for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs showing exactly what they need out of their team to counteract such a great blocking team like Grand Valley.
Lakers will get this one up to O'Sullivan. That one's long, deflection, no. Point for the Bulldogs. And back to that first matchup, especially in the field house, went to 4 sets. it required extra points 3 times. Set 1, set 2, and set 4 to close it out. Nice serve from Bleacher. Lakers keep it alive, and they bury it. What a great job there on the offensive setup to Stover as she puts it down. That's a tough angle. Near side, just skidding it right over top of the tape, and is able to find the floor. Bleacher for Mott. Go back to the other side. That one blocked. Nowicki will keep it up. Mott all the way across the way. Henneman Delapi will try to scramble, and they'll score. Good effort by Johnson, not able to keep it alive. Olivia Henneman Delapi adds to her tally as she will register another kill here on the afternoon, making her 3rd here so far in this match. Wisser back again. 10-8 our score here if you're just joining us live. Nice play by Blaney. O'Sullivan to Gates, right up the middle. That one goes too high. Couldn't get the angle downward. Coach Brandon Wilhelm's team now with a 3-point lead. How many momentum moments are we going to have in this match? This being one of them. How many consecutive serves can one team pull together? That one is slammed down. We talked about her defense, but Stosky shows the offense, and especially pretty easy with that 6'2 frame, able to high point that ball and slam it down. Stover with the honors. Floats that one over towards Violet. Mott for Henneman Delapi, dug out there by Blaney. O'Sullivan right up in front of the net. Tip drill, kept alive. Nowicki sends it over. Great hustle play by the Bulldogs. Lakers will tee it up again. Near side, that one kept alive. Nowicki's got a pass all the way across for Henneman Delapi. Block, kept alive inside the antenna. Gates turned back by Bleacher. Henneman Delapi again. Yes!
I talked about it before, and we'll talk about it numerous times tonight. The ability of these teams to keep the ball alive, and all of that being on the Bulldogs. Just ruthless aggression by the Grand Valley State Lakers to keep on putting the ball over and over, and Ferris State keeping it alive.
Gates looks for the answer, tips over top, and now the Bulldogs will get an opportunity. Cross the way, Henneman Delapi rejected, and there's that Laker defense again with a big response. Sanders back in. We'll see Blaney back for serving duties once again. 3-point difference so far. Staring down point 22 here in the opening. And it's going to hit the floor. Blaney gets the ace. It looked like Mott was in the line of sight of Henneman Delapi and just couldn't quite dive to get underneath that one. The senior from Saline goes Violet's way. Near side, off the top, into the bench area, not able to be saved. Bulldogs answer right back. They'll get side out and a chance to bring Piazza back on as well as Deshetsky.
A couple of back-to-back points where it's just been pretty quick here. Some of these players just getting a couple errors here and there. A good blocking attempt there by Grand Valley, but sometimes the ball is just going to go haywire, and good attempt there by the Lakers to try to keep that one alive, but it went out of bounds.
This one near the antenna. Gates sneaks it right inside. Here's Piazza. That one's blocked. Lakers will get it back. Gates, near side. That one's blocked. They're looking for a net violation, and they're going to get one. So a point for the Lakers. As you saw the net moving that time, it was a nice setup attack. Goudreau on the near side. Bulldogs a little bit too close to the net. They've had good positioning as far as where their hands are, but position in front of the net has been their struggle so far. Gates to Violet. Across the way, Piazza unloads! Look out! On a rocket! Goodness!
It's not often you see a libero having a tough time trying to get a dig on that one, but the power of Piazza was just a little too much to handle there for Blaney.
Freeman towards the back row. Blaney has trouble in front of the chairs. Gates. Oh, and what a pass! Kept alive by Mott. Over towards Gabby. She'll bump back over. Bulldogs will play defense. Gates. Far side. Slammed home. Out of bounds. Just missing. We'll see if Coach Johnson wants the card, and he will. We're going to go to booth review here to look at that last point. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor. They're going to take a look at that one to see if it was indeed on the black line. So they'll take a look. It was a really close play here. Wish we had it on the video board to see it ourselves, because I was watching right around at that gray intersection of the tape, and it was really, really close. Lakers immediately thought it was theirs, but in this kind of a match, the set's going to come down to one exchange, one way fall on another. So you're going to scrap for everything you get, so I think this is a very reasonable challenge.
Yeah, it's a very important challenge because every point is going to matter in such a close matchup like this. And I was going to say that the Bulldogs might have been a little lucky there that one did go out of bounds, because there was a lot of room there for that ball to be inbounds. So a good call there by the head coach of the Lakers to try to challenge this one. Even if it was out of bounds, it's definitely close enough for the officials to take a look at it, and if it goes their way, that could be a crucial point coming up into towards the end of this first set.
So they're taking a look at it down there on the replay pad, down at the table level to check that one. We do have a rooftop camera up here on this far side, so we're hoping to see if maybe it caught just about where the net is. So the intersection as far as the line of sight from that camera up there might be right at about the net. So you can see them all huddled down there across the way looking to try to look and see every square pixel to take a look at that one. So we're going to wait and see as far as if they're going to overturn this one. It's going to be close, but right now the score line, if this play stands, is at 15-12 in favor of the Bulldogs here in what's a highly anticipated GLIAC affair. And so far through this match, Ryan, I mean, we talked about the defense, 4 total blocks combined, 2 apiece. Those are numbers you see maybe halfway through set number 2. As far as in total blocks, each team has shown the ability to make some amazing plays. 4 assists so far for the Lakers, 2 solos for the Bulldogs. They're getting it done with just 1 up front. That's a very impressive mark.
Yep. Last night against Wayne State, I was kind of surprised at the lack of blocking on the Ferris State side, but they kind of really didn't need it, as a lot of their offense was showing through for them, as it looks like we might get the official reaction here.
Play will stand as called. It goes wide. And you can see the official pointing up just like this, less than a centimeter. That's what the call is. It has to be clear and concise to overturn it, so that's going to be the ruling. Grand Valley fans, I'm sure, probably going to watch that one again, as will we after this match concludes. Back to volleyball we go. Blaney's going to save this one. Up for Goudreau. Dug out by Deshetsky. Mott hustles over. Piazza, soft attack, and a beauty.
Keep in mind here that normally you see a lot of these senior players in the lineup really early for the Bulldogs, but players like Deshetsky and Gabby Piazza in right now, and they're definitely putting it through here for the Bulldogs.
That one goes just long there from Freeman, so that will go as a service error, the first for the Bulldogs. You're absolutely right, Ryan. It's impressive to look at the depth that this team brought from last year's to this year's team, only losing in quotation marks, a great defensive player, an all-GLIAC defensive player, in Kenzie Corstange. We say that in quotation marks because now she's on the sideline. She's still with the team, but now just in a coaching role. But it's impressive to see what the freshmen have done, and it's right on cue that 22 slams it in the corner. She's had a fantastic start to her college career.
And a fantastic last 2 games, because this game she's showing through here for the Bulldogs, and last night she was second in kills, right behind Henman Delape with 8.
From the back row, scrambling, they'll send it back over. Violet elects to keep this one up. Fairfield dug out nicely by Johnson. Gates up front, tipped over there by Stover. Up front, quick attack, dug out by Blaney. Mott tried the sneak attack. O'Sullivan blocked up front, scored again. Fairfield and Piazza playing some defense. Timeout, Coach Johnson. Bulldogs are on a roll. They lead it 18-13. We'll take a breath. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more volleyball here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Welcome back here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Brandon Wirth, Ryan Pilon joining you here as we resume opening set action. Bulldogs on top, 18-13. Nowicki sends it and we're underway. Gates up front quick, and what an answer out of the timeout. Paige Sanders, the sophomore, able to put it down, and Lakers right back showing some offense. Really nice play call there. Immediately get the first point back. They're going to go quickly here in transition. Here's Mott looking for Piazza. That one deflected. Right back they go. Gates looking for Stovers, blocked up front. Score for the Bulldogs as that ball goes right into the net. And Grand Valley State turned back by the net this time. Subs in. Henneman Delape will check on, as well as Emma Bleacher in rotation for Coach Brandon Wilhelm. So Bleacher will go back to serve, where she has been very comfortable all season long. Leader in service aces on this team. Blaney has trouble with that one. Nice set back up to pass, and they're able to score it. That was a heck of a play there by Johnson. Able to set up Stover, and the Lakers answer right back. It's the scrambling, Ryan. They've been really good at it so far. O'Sullivan to the back row. Bulldogs will tee it up. Fairfield across the way, dug out. This one near the net. Gates keeps it alive. Stover slams it home.
This has been a bit of a good, important run off that timeout here by the Lakers. 3 out of the 4 points going to them. It was such a big deficit as the Bulldogs had a lot of momentum going into that timeout, as that's going to be a service error there by the Lakers, and not going to be good for the momentum that they're trying to gain right now. But the Bulldogs were on a big run and probably looking to continue here with only 5 points needed to close out this first set.
First service error for the Lakers going to Megan O'Sullivan. They go right back at Blaney. Look out. Henneman Delape kept back up again by Blaney. This one near the net. Gates can't get it over. 4-hit violation. Point Bulldogs. And Coach Johnson wants to talk it over, so he'll use his last timeout of the set. Lakers trail here in Big Rapids, 21-16 here. If you're just joining us here, taking a look at the team comparison and stat breakdown so far. 37 attacks for the Lakers, 11 kills, 8 errors. That's been the biggest key right there. 8 errors, attacks going in the net or just attacks going wide has been the story for the Laker offense so far. 0-8-1 in the hit percentage category. Bulldogs, 31 attacks, 10 kills, only 2 errors, 2.58 hit percentage. That's been the difference. Efficient attacks from Ferris State. The Lakers are pounded at it, being aggressive offensively, but just hitting a lot of them wide, a lot of them long, just not getting them onto the side of the floor where they can score.
I mean, yeah, if you take into account all those errors by both of these teams, Grand Valley's going to be sitting at 24 points right now, and Ferris State's going to be at 23. So this would be a completely different game if some of these players can kind of notch down on those errors and just complete some of these attacks that they're trying to do. This one definitely, what I was thinking, would have been definitely a really close set, but Ferris State definitely looking to close this one out and showing that they can be the big team here in Bulldog Arena here tonight.
Both teams back to the floor. Wisser will have honors once she gets a volleyball in hand. We'll get some from our operations staff. Big thanks to them. Can't have a volleyball game without all of our great student workers, as well as all of our great employees of the operations department. Kept alive over top of Henneman Delape, and once again the Lakers 2 for 2 out of the timeout. They're able to get points back. Sub is on. Goudreau is going to come on, and going off is Mackenzie Johnson. Serve away there from Stover. Violet for Mott. Far side, Henneman Delape, just a titch long. It was a good spot, made Grand Valley think about it, but great interpretation as they call it off and they let it go long, and now they're within 3. This one going back, and that one's long. Good call by Violet. Lets that one sails long. A pair of errors. Now Bulldogs 3 points away from an opening set win. Mott will have it in hand. She'll get the call in on the serve here from Coach Wiest and company. Now she's got it. Sends this one down. That one dug out by Stover, kept alive. Nice job by Bleacher, just able to get in front of that one from Stosky. Lakers scramble. Gates quick attack. Answered by Henneman Delape. They'll run it again. Back row Stover, not able to get enough on that one. Violet will tee it up. Hemidalapi in front, and they will score it.
I almost wish we had the ability to put a replay on the screen, but I encourage you guys to go watch that point back, because the ability of Hemidalapi, all the players on the Grand Valley roster on the field right there, they all move pretty quickly once the ball leaves Hemidalapi's hand. She has that ability to control the defense.
Block and score! Number 4! Claire Nowicki sends it back. Fists up, knocking on the door is Ferris State. Looking for one more and an opening set victory. Mott with it in hand. Sends it across, dug out by Blaney. O'Sullivan for Gates, and there's the answer. And it hits our computer upstairs. Everybody's okay. We're all good. Just a little bit of extra karate to get out of the way. We're going to keep going. Just a slight scare. All the equipment is all right. Lakers now within 5. Gonna have to play defense. Back to Hemidalapi. Mott for Freeman! Got it! Bulldogs take the opening set. 25-19. 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs, just the way you want to get it started here at home.
Definitely a close match here, but what's plaguing this Grand Valley roster is the amount of errors that they just give up in the key moments. They had a multitude of abilities at the end there to kind of gain some momentum, get a good run to tie this game back up, but just a service error here and there, an attack error here and there has definitely plagued this Grand Valley team.
We're going to take a break. We'll let all the t-shirt nonsense and commotion commence. We'll be back with our stat report in set number 2 after this break, right here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Welcome back here inside Bulldog Arena. Brandon Worth, Ryan Pilon with a quick stat breakdown. Really only one number in comparison that you need to know of so far. We talked about the Lakers and their defense. 2 team total blocks. Ferris State 5 team total blocks. They're getting it done on the defensive end. They knew this game was going to be a challenge, and they are up to the test so far through the opening set.
And it's definitely interesting to point out kind of the storylines coming in tonight. We talked about it, the offense of Ferris State and the defense of Grand Valley, but it kind of switched where, well, maybe not even a switch. It's just kind of all Ferris State. A lot of offense by Ferris State and mostly defense in terms of what both teams can do. Ferris State definitely leading in that defensive category.
So back we go for set number 2. Both teams will change sides and make adjustments to the rotations. Bulldogs will roll out with Bleacher, Nowicki, Violet, Henneman, Delapi, Mott, as well as Fairfield. Lakers will go out with Gates, Stosky, as well as Blaney in the back row, Johnson, Stover, and we'll finish there on the near side with O'Sullivan. Back to work we go here in set 2. Gates, quick one, diving stop there by Violet. Kept alive by the Lakers. Blaney runs it down. Stover for Fairfield. Mott now, near side, teed up and delivered. Henneman Delapi, first of set number 2 goes to Ferris State.
Another very good, skillful hit there by Henneman Delapi. A lot of power, but a lot of precision to make its way through those blockers and find that open area cleanly.
Here's Gates, near side, O'Sullivan, gonna go just wide. 2 straight for Ferris State here as that one goes just long from O'Sullivan. It's a hard angle going with the left hand all the way across. Not able to get the perception and power as opposed to a right-hander on that side. Diving in front, nice set there. Able to keep it alive by the Lakers. This one across for Violet. Mott, Fairfield blocked, kept alive by Blaney. Up the middle, that one dug out by Nowicki. Mott going to the back corner. Oh, she just missed it. Near inches. Good idea, just goes wide, and the Lakers are on the board.
Yeah, like you said, just a great idea there by Kaylee Mott. I wouldn't say poor execution because you got to be really skillful to get that one correctly, but a great idea, like you said.
Violet with an assist opportunity. Henneman Delapi's turn back. Now they'll give it to Mott. Back for Olivia. That one dug out by Blaney. Here's Stover. Tips that one over. Bulldogs will go to work. Back row, Nowicki. Just a titch long again. Trying to paint the corners in baseball, but the umpire not giving him anything here so far. Back goes O'Sullivan. The senior out of Sugar Grove, Illinois, goes long. That's another service error for the Lakers. There's a couple so far here in this contest. Bulldogs with the advantage. Chance to change. Whistler will go back in. The southpaw serving specialist will go back. She'll play libero duties here for this next point. This one ducks in on a dive there by Stover, running into the bleachers as O'Sullivan. Nice work to keep it alive. Whistler, Mott, Henneman Delapi tip back over. Stover calls it. Gates looking for the tip drill. Nothing doing there for Stosky. Freeman! Great stop there by O'Sullivan. Stover will send it over. Whistler, quick one. Freeman, able to score it! Had to reach back, but just got it over and put it in the perfect spot.
I'm not sure what the stat looks like right now, but after that first set, Grand Valley was doing very good in the terms of reception. They had 0 reception errors, and you're seeing it so far in these points.
They'll try to work up the middle, unloads. This one going to go over top, and the Bulldogs will get it back. Henneman Delapi, look out! Played off the net, not able! 5 gets another. Adds to her tally this afternoon.
Another showcase of the power of Henneman Delapi. A great dig attempt there by the Grand Valley defense, but so much power on the hit, it's hard to control where that ball is going to go.
Number 5 had 5. Now she has 6 kills on the contest. Nowicki digs that one out. Freeman towards the back row. That one goes just long. They want a deflection. Coach Brandon Wilhelm's asking her team, do I trust you with the green card? Sure. We're going to take this one to booth review. We're going to look to see if it was indeed deflected. So the officials will blow the whistle, and we're going to go to the box for a deflection review. We'll keep it right here. We'll get you some contests happening around the GLIAC here this afternoon. Got a lot on tap for you here if you are a GLIAC sports fan. We had some soccer yesterday, and we got quite a bit of football here this afternoon. We also got basketball starting up as well. Some teams opening up their season, including our Bulldogs down in Texas, the men's, the women's over in Missouri. Football action as well. Davenport going to Saginaw Valley State, Ferris State up north at Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech at Roosevelt, Wayne State is going to Grand Valley State. For all of our volleyball fans out there, I know you guys are devoted and true, and so we have Purdue Northwest going to Michigan Tech. That game is underway. Grand Valley obviously here at Ferris State. Parkside going to Northern Michigan. That's a 4 o'clock start, so they're just about 20 minutes there from opening serve. Lake Superior State making the trip down to Chicago to take on the Roosevelt Lakers, and then Wayne State going to Davenport at 5 o'clock for that matchup there in Grand Rapids. So a lot on deck here, especially looking at Grand Valley and Ferris. That's the one everyone's, I'm sure, going to be watching. But Davenport, Wayne State, that could turn out to be a really competitive contest as well. So we'll wait and see if we get some score lines on that, as we are taking an extra long look at that one. And obviously this one is going to be just like the first one. You're looking for a deflection. The number one thing you're going to be looking for is rotation of the ball changing, or even the speed of rotation changing. Is that noticeable from the video footage? The officials have the ruling. We're going to see what they're going to put in the stat book. And the ruling, judge says, no bueno. Challenge is going to be denied, and the Lakers will keep the point. That one was going to be a tough one to overturn, just like the first one. Trying to see that deflection's got to be really hard on our camera angle. So Grand Valley will make some changes now. It'll be Johnson going off. She will be relieved up front. Stover to send it for the Lakers. Back towards bleacher, near side. That one's really close, but it goes wide for Henan Delapi. Perfectly teed up, just missed that one by mere inches.
And a good call there by the line judge. Obviously, both teams trying to get the first point off of that kind of makeshift timeout, and Ferris does.
What a play by Kaylee Mott. Bleacher not able to dig that one out, but great awareness by 12. Able to recognize. It's like she has eyes in the back of her head. We talk about it all the time. She seems to find a way to know where that defense is, even if she's not looking at them. This one goes into the net, trying to tip it over top of the tape, not able to do so. Lakers get it back there within one. Blaney will go back for serving duties. Great crowd, especially here in the building. Not only of Bulldog fans, a lot of Laker fans over to the right here cheering on their hometown team here on the road. Great environment for volleyball this afternoon. Quick one, look out! Freeman slams the door. Great offensive set and timing from Ferris State.
If you want to see some skillful and unique plays, you got to watch the setters of both of these teams. Kaylee Mott obviously had that very unique no-look play early, and then that one just a quick set up and a nice kill by Ferris State.
Here's Gates, gonna get it on the near side. That one beautiful from Jordan Gates, the former Arkansas recruit at the Division I level, back in her hometown, playing for her hometown team, and she has had an incredible career in Allendale so far. Freeman tries to unload. That one's blocked up front by the Lakers. Back goes Goudreau, right at Violet in the near side corner. Piazza gets it through the blockade. Deflection goes wide. Point for Ferris State.
Talk about a narrow angle there for Piazza. You have those blockers to the right of that pole, but you can't touch the ball with that pole on the left side right next to the line judge, and she threads the needle, and a great kill there by Gabby Piazza.
Looking for the wide side, dug out by Deshetsky. Look out in front of the net. Piazza not able to save it in front. Lakers will get one back. They're still within one. I'm looking at the play-by-play, and it's basically been 1 or 2 points this entire set so far. Back and forth and back and forth, but we really shouldn't expect anything otherwise between two nationally top 12 ranked programs. Back goes Deshetsky. Mott. Fairfield kept it wide towards the back corner. Tried to dive and not able to do so. It was a great effort in the corner by Johnson, but a nice job by Fairfield. Saw nobody was in the corner, put the ball perfectly, and she's able to score it. The Clarkston product back to serve, Claire Nowicki in her senior season as a Bulldog. This one right back at Blaney. Gates flips it and absolutely scores it. Great job there by Grand Valley, especially Jordan Gates going and flipping the side of the court is super important. Able to keep the defenses off balance. This one goes back here for Violet. Mott tees it up Fairfield. They're going to try to save it in the corner. Dugout. Gates is going to call it. They'll play defense. Nowicki, Mott, Fairfield. Yes! Great offense from the Bulldogs, moving it around and finding the open floor.
Once that ball goes over to that Ferris State side, it's all technique and fast-paced gameplay. Just give them an opportunity to slow things down, but then they can quickly turn things around and speed it up, and a quick play there by Ferris State.
Bleacher goes back, this one in trouble, and slam home! Hanneman Delapi.
Well, she's a tall player there for Ferris State, so she has that ability to quickly get up and bat down a ball that's about to go over. But you also have to have a good brain and a good mindset to see that play through.
Bulldogs are working near side, back to OH, not able to do so. Back to Gates, here for Stover, perfect. 3 diving Bulldogs, not able to reach that one. Great job there by Kendall Stover. Able to score for the Lakers. Back within 2. O'Sullivan, the southpaw, will have honors. Back it goes towards Bleacher. Up for Mott. They'll look on the other side. Fairfield not able to do so. Back over. They'll scramble. Violet keeps it alive. Net battle. Matt gets it over. Lakers will tee it up. Gates over top for Violet. Bulldog offense again. Hanneman Delapi deflected and kept alive off the shoulder. O'Sullivan will have to put it over. Violet on a dive. Back for Hanneman Delapi. Working again. Here come the Lakers. Gates will send it over. Nowicki up the middle. Tip back over. Mott will go for the back corner and just clear it. Bulldogs will play defense. Up the middle. Tip drill. Nothing doing. The rally continues here in Bulldog Arena. Hanneman Delapi kept alive. Nobody home. Miscommunication.
You can see both of these teams' abilities to keep the play going, just keeping it going up and up and over. But that time, just a small error can cost you in Grand Valley. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there, and the point's going to go to Ferris State.
So a timeout taken here. We'll keep it right here. Big shout out to our man Brutus over here to our right. He's having a great afternoon. We'd get him on the broadcast, but unfortunately we don't have a headset big enough. So maybe next time, Brutus, we'll get you on here. But right now, as we stand here, team comparison, we are looking at what has just been an incredible Bulldog performance defensively so far. They have forced Grand Valley to a 113 hit percentage. It's a very impressive mark. They have dipped a little bit. They've had some attack errors in this set. We saw their first 3 attacks that I believe started this set were all wide or long, so they added to their tally. They started, I believe, with 2 attack errors, and since that opening set, they've added 4 in the first couple points here in set number 2. So they're down to a 1-8-8. So we'll see how both these teams adjust. But so far, the Bulldog defense has stepped up in a big way.
Yeah, you talked about it before, and we kept on mentioning it, the ability for Grand Valley to have a lot of defense. We've seen it a lot throughout their season, but tonight, the importance of kind of changing your game and matching what other teams can do. Ferris State has definitely stepped up here tonight in terms of defense, and I wanted to take a look here at the first set stats just really quickly. It's important to note, obviously, the kills that each player has changed, but Ferris State only really had 2 players kind of commanding the kills with Claire Gabby Piazza and Olivia Hanneman Delape, but on the Grand Valley side, all those kills are very evenly spread out. So a more complete game maybe on offense for the Grand Valley Lakers, but obviously the scores and sets not showing it here tonight.
Good call, partner. Here's Gates unloads, and it's blocked there by Freeman. Over for Hanneman Delapi up front, goes to the back row. Lakers will work again from the back to the front. Here's Gates, right at Bleacher. Here's Mott, tees it up, they fake it, and it's blocked home. There's the defense for Grand Valley State. We'll see if they give that one as an assist to Gates, but Stosky was right in the way, and that's why she's a GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week. Stover back to serve for Grand Valley State. And she serves it perfectly, getting your team some momentum. That was a perfect knuckler, went right off the table into the floor.
And these are the areas where you can gain that momentum. Things like serves. A lot of the time, some of the other teams will commit a service error, but that time a nice service ace to keep Grand Valley going.
Great redirection by Mott, not able to score for Freeman. Here come the Lakers. Look out. Stosky, both sides, showing the offense, slams it home. Tied at 12, and the snap of a finger. Momentum is crucial in a match like this. Here's Bleacher for Mott. Near side, there goes 5 again.
It's almost just like give the Bulldogs the ability to set up a play. Those last couple of points, the Bulldogs just couldn't really get it set enough for them, and that time really cleanly set up by Mott up to Henneman to Loppe to put one home.
12 sends it across. Lakers will scramble as that one went back to Gaudreau. That one was in the net, not able to get it. Now it's into the net for Gates. A little bit of a hectic point there. Both sides wanted a little bit better positioning either way. Bulldogs will get the break. They now lead 14-12 here. If you're just joining us live, you're on Flow Sports. Thanks for tuning in. I know we'll get some viewers over from the Northern Michigan football game here momentarily, as that one is basically near closing time. This one for Freeman, look out! Right in front. It was sort of nothing she could do. Got caught right in the middle by the pure Velocian power of number 8, the former Angelo State product, Chelsea Freeman. Just like that, 3 points one way, 3 points now back to the Bulldogs' favor, and running is Mott. This one caught by Blaney. Lakers go near side. Gates, soft attack, nothing doing. Violet over across Nowicki. Off the tap, deflection, point, Ferris State. 4-point lead here in Bulldog Arena.
This is just a testament to what Ferris State can do and the ability to shift the momentum. Off of that timeout, Grand Valley was running hot and with their ability to tie this game up, but Ferris State has that grit to keep it going and turn things around quickly.
Mott, her 5th in a row, goes for an ace! Second ace for Ferris State. Timeout, Coach Johnson. 5 in a row. It's crunch time here in the building. We'll step aside, back in 60 seconds with more volleyball here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Here in set number 2, Brandon Worth, Ryan Pilon with you here. If you are just joining us, glad you have tuned in here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Some of you coming over from football as that game is nearing the close against Northern Michigan. We'll get you an update on the score here in just a moment. This one towards the back row, goes long. They tried to set it up and not able to get the far side kill with Stosky. So the Lakers, that's the first time they have not scored out of a timeout. They've been pretty good out of the timeouts here so far. Official score line up from Marquette. Right now the Bulldogs have officially won that football game 55-9, the final score. Bulldogs win it. And the Bulldogs are looking to make it 2 on the day. Another for 12, as she will go back now for her 8th straight serve. What a momentum run here for this Bulldog team. The Hudsonville product will send it over, and a run will come to an end at 10. Not a shabby run for number 12.
That timeout was definitely a crucial moment in this game as Ferris State drawing close to getting up to 20 points and only needing 5 to put it away, and they gained the momentum off of that timeout, which is exactly what Grand Valley did not want to happen.
Violet having some trouble, and now Blaney adds to her tally. We'll get a service ace. Have a lot of service aces here in set number 2. I believe we only had 3 combined in that opening set, and we are at a much higher mark right now. I'm double checking my math here. We're at 6 already. It feels like even more. A lot of great services here in set 2. Henneman Delape sends it over. Lakers will go to work. Far side, good draw. Will score it. Outstretched arm of Bleacher and Violet not able to keep it alive, and the Lakers chipping away at that Bulldog lead.
This is just how quickly things can turn around off of small things. Kaylee Mott having that service error, then a service ace by Grand Valley, and then setting it up for a clean point there. Things are turning around here for the Lakers. And maybe not.
Unfortunate broadcast jinx there as the Lakers put it into the net. Service error there for the Lakers. Side out Bulldogs. Deshetsky Piazza back on here for Coach Brandon Wilhelm and company. Deshetsky, the North Branch product, a true freshman this year. It's a fine prep player over there on the east side of the state. Goes right at Gates. Back to her. Oh, beautiful. Was it pancake? No, it was not. Hit the ground. It was perfectly placed there by number 10, Jordan Gates. Bulldogs will work with 3 in the back row, maybe 4, as Freeman will get instructions from assistant coach Hannah Weist. Gates, fading serve, goes back right up the middle, and is able to score it. Great job there by Freeman. Coming across her body. That's the number one thing she likes. She likes movement, especially going to her strong hand, going across the grain of the net. And it's very obvious when they get that play call up, it is usually deadly. Speaking of deadly, service errors in this set have been deadly for both teams, giving momentum right back to the other side.
And momentum's very important in these drawing hours of this second set. 21-17 now your score.
Back goes Johnson, the Miamisburg product, to send it. Deshetsky. Fairfield off the Mott assist, not able to put it home. And a beautifully placed attack there by Sanders. She's come in some big moments to get the Lakers some runs back, and does so again. Everybody converging to the middle of that Bulldog defense, and a great job seeing the wide open right side, and puts it home. Lakers within 3, trying to chip away. Back goes Mackenzie Johnson. Towards Deshetsky on a dive. Here's Nowicki right at Blaney. Gates will set it up. O'Sullivan goes right over top of Deshetsky, but it looked like it might have had her fingers on the way through. And so that's going to be another point for Grand Valley State, and Coach Brandon Wilhelm's going to want to take the timeout. We'll keep it right here. We'll take a look here around Bulldog Athletics for you here for all of our hometown Bulldog fans. How about that win in Northern Michigan? 55-9, the final score there. Congratulations to Coach Anise and company on a great win. 55-9, obviously a dominant scoreline. They put together 20 points in that second quarter, 21 unanswered in the third quarter, and didn't let Northern Michigan score a touchdown until the fourth quarter. There was a safety involved. We'll have to watch film later to see what happened there. Also some action as well, men's basketball. Not off to the best start, obviously losing in a tight exhibition matchup against Michigan State earlier this week on Tuesday. They fought to West Texas A&M, the number 3 team in the country, 79-65. They'll take on Pembroke this evening down there in Texas. Women's basketball against Pittsburgh State, the Gorillas. It seems like those teams and those programs always meet up. That's going to be a 2:30 tip-off. We'll get the live stats here for you from St. Joseph here as it'll load up on my screen to get you the score line here before we resume. Bulldogs lead in the third quarter. How about Coach Westenloop's crew? 51-44 right now, the lead over the Gorillas. 2 top 15 programs squaring off in that matchup. It's a good time, Ryan, to be a Bulldog fan. A lot of ranked teams and a lot of wins so far. These fall teams have played very, very well.
And the ability for us to play against our big rivals like Grand Valley, obviously football taking the win in Allendale. if you ask me, I was kind of surprised, but I had hope with our Ferris State roster, and here tonight, they're looking to close this one out.
Mott near side for Piazza, block, that one going across. Over the way to Nowicki. Nice dig out by Johnson. Blaney keeps it alive. Stover working with the lack of angle. Great block up front. Fairfield teams up with Nowicki to send it back. Bulldogs 3 away from a 2-0 lead. What a big momentum swing that would be. Nowicki. Right in front. They keep it alive. No! Another one! This time Claire Nowicki. Special game for her, and she makes a play on special teams. 23-19 our score. Ferris State leads it. This one driven right at Blaney. Gates near side. O'Sullivan is blocked, but it goes wide. Lakers stay alive now into the 20s, trailing by 3. Sanders sends it over. Violet for Mott for Fairfield. Great dive there by Gates. Stover unloads to the back corner. Puts it in.
That's a very important point for Grand Valley. Ferris State only needing 2 more points to close this second set out. They got to find a way to gain this momentum, and Grand Valley has found it, looking to continue here.
Trying to make a rally. Caitlin Bigham is in now to serve. This one going to go back over, in trouble, and they're able to score it.
Just a bad dig there in the back end by Ferris State. Goes flying over, just over the net, and looks like it's going to be another timeout called here by Tia Brandon Wilhelm.
So Coach Brandon Wilhelm will talk it over. 23-22 in set number 2. Don't go anywhere. More volleyball after this on Flow Sports and the Bulldog Sports Network.
Rotary Shop in Big Rapids. Stop in for fresh produce and Hyatt. For many more low price items, make sure to check out Maya, the official Rotary partner of Ferris State Athletics.
Back inside Bulldog Arena, Brennan Worth, Ryan Pilon with you here if you are just joining us. 23-22 right now remains our scoreline in set number 2. Lakers will have the honors. Bigham with it in hand out of Southwest Minnesota State. Near side Piazza, blocked wide.
Almost a huge block there by Grand Valley. Just goes wide, not exactly what they were looking for.
And there's a great teed up play here as both teams will make some changes for this potential final point of set number 2. Bulldogs looking for a big 2-0 set lead. Bleacher with it in hand. Sends it across. Dug out by Johnson. Gates tees it up, blocked there on the attempt. They'll tee it up and try it again. Stover's block. And bounds! What a statement with defense! Ferris State takes set 2. 25-22. My goodness, has this team been awesome defensively. Big plays. The offense has been there, and right now they are in command of this match. And now one set away.
You're right, Brandon. Just an incredible way to finish out that final set. Back-to-back blocks and one to finish it out there for the Bulldogs. This is building to be what could be a very important game in this season here for the Bulldogs. Obviously, they've shown with 23-0 what they can do, but to put out the Grand Valley Lakers 3-0, which is what they can do in this third set, it would be a statement here tonight.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at the stats and our box score recap. Thanks to all of our great statisticians up here, Sean Anderson, as well as Corbin Call and company, doing a great job up here for us. Right now, total blocks in favor of the Bulldogs. I have to check and see this twice. 8-3. Bulldogs with 8 total team blocks. Incredible performance from them so far. Leading in that category, Cyan Fairfield with 4 assists, 1 solo, 2 assists for Kaylee Mott, 2 assists for Chelsea Freeman, and 2 for Claire Nowicki. So far here in this match, as now you'll see a little bit of some fun fandom festivities here, trying to get as many serves into the can as possible. Attack percentage 205 for the Bulldogs so far, led by Gabby Piazza. She's been very efficient on attacks, 7 of 12 so far for a 5.83. She's been great. Chelsea Freeman 5 of 13, only 1 error, 3.08. Assists 18 for Kaylee Mott, Emma Breacher, and Claire Nowicki also with 1. Service aces 2 for Kaylee Mott, 1 for Claire Nowicki, gets you to 3 on the day, as well as receptions leading so far is Leah Byler with 14, Deshetsky with 8 digs so far, Emma Bleacher with 7. Right now, especially here, Ryan, the Bulldogs doing it on all facets, and I know we talked especially about the offense for Grand Valley State. They've spreaded the wealth around quite a bit, but the defense has been great in the same facet all the way around the board for the Bulldogs defensively. That's been a big thing that I saw in Millville on the first 2 sets.
Yeah, and it's not a bad stat there for Grand Valley to have their players be so spread out in their terms of kills. A lot of them around that 4 to 5 kill mark, and there's about, 6 of them that are, all of these players contributing there for Grand Valley. But when you have all those players contributing, you can't really get those key players back in action in that flow that you have, like on Ferris State, Olivia Henneman-Delape with 7, and Gabby Piazza also, like you said, with 7. Sometimes you just have to have those leaders step up and have a great game, but on that Grand Valley side, very important to see and good to see that they are spreading that wealth around.
Absolutely. Looking at the Grand Valley State side so far, Paige Sanders is 3 of 5. She's the leader in hit percentage at 400 so far. Jordan Gates 4 of 18 so far with 4 errors at a 0.000 hit percentage so far. Looking especially at some of the assists, the one really thing that's very, I wouldn't say unorthodox, but you don't see necessarily on the Bulldog side, right? Kaylee Mott is the go-to all the time, but they got 2 setters on the floor, right? Jordan Gates is such an athlete, she can set it as well. So you see her so far with 11 assists, trailing only Megan Sullivan with 12. And so those are right now how the assists line up. And so far in the service category, aces 2 for Julia Blaney, 1 for Stover, 1 for O'Sullivan. Receptions, as far as digs are concerned, Julia Blaney leads with 15 at the libero spot, Kendall Stover with 10, Mackenzie Johnson with 8 so far. Your individual points leaders here in this contest, Olivia Henneman-Delape with 8.5 points, 7.5 for Gabby Piazza, 6 points even for Chelsea Freeman on the Bulldog side, and then for the Lakers side, 6 points for Kendall Stover, 6 points even for Megan O'Sullivan, and 6.5 points for Brianna Stosky. So those are your individual points leaders so far here in this match, as we're about ready to get underway here in set number 3. Right now, if you're Ferris State, Ryan, you got to imagine whatever you're doing defensively, work off of that to get to your offense and keep this thing going. Just going to be a lot of windmills with the hands. Keep it going, keep the pedal moving.
Yeah, and it's almost cliche to just say that defense wins championships, but you're here seeing it here tonight. Obviously, this isn't a championship, but a very important game between the two. And like you said, just keeping up the blocking, keeping up the flow of their game. We've seen it on the Grand Valley side, the errors that they have let up, and it kind of just kills the momentum on their side. Ferris State has been really good at keeping those errors down, and in this third set, they'll need to do that if they want to close it out.
Back to the floor goes both teams. Grand Valley State in the all-black uniforms with the libero wearing the blue. Bulldogs in the all-reds, black libero jersey for Leah Bylett. As now you'll see the libero coming back on. And we'll continue on here. Love to see the athleticism and just the charisma of volleyball is so unique. It's such a team and chemistry-oriented sport. A lot of moving parts all the time. It goes to show how impressive both of these programs are as top 12 national-ranked teams. Back we go with set number 3. Off the top for O'Sullivan, working to get it inside the antenna. The Bulldogs will scramble to play defense. Up the middle and scored. Capitalizing on the miscommunication that time for the Lakers was Brianna Stosky.
The Bulldogs came out strong in that second set, leading up around 2 points in the first couple points, and this one going to Grand Valley.
Look out, Bleacher's got to send it back. Mott will call it and send it over. They'll scramble again. Lakers teed up. Stosky again, this time on the soft attack. She's 2 for 2 in set number 3.
Definitely the change of pace Grand Valley wanted coming into this third set. A very important third set because, as you know, only one needed here for Ferris State to put it home.
Back for Bleacher, in trouble and not able to dig that one out. 3 in a row here for the Lakers.
Those first 2 points were pretty routine and pretty good there by Grand Valley, but that one was just a small error there by Ferris State, and the point would go to Grand Valley.
And a bounce back for Bleacher. She calls that one off. Wisser and Freeman on now. Substitution and change. So Wisser will go back for libero spot for Leah Bylett. Fairfield is off, replaced by Chelsea Freeman. Wisser will serve from the left side of your screen to the right. Back towards Blaney. Going to have to dig it out and save it. Gates will call it and send it over. Nowicki. Mott. Freeman. Diving stop by Blaney. Stover across the way for Gates. Off the top of the net. Bleacher digs it out. Mott near side for Henneman Delapi. Kept alive. Trying to scramble and gets it over to Stover. Bulldogs with an opportunity. Quick attack is sent back. Mott tees it up. Henneman Delapi over top. On the slide. Stover would carry on. That one deflected back over to the Lakers. Gates now. Just long. No deflection. 3-2 score.
Two teams being really big and all that they do correctly in offense and defense. A couple good blocks there by Ferris State, but yet again another error, attack error by Grand Valley to give Ferris State the point.
Stover plays that one. Here's Gates and love and is denied. Defense, defense, defense.
Grand Valley came out pretty strong in this third set. But look at what Ferris State is able to do when they find a small bit of momentum. They're a great block by them.
Saved on the floor there by Blaney, able to keep it alive for the Lakers. Far side, Henneman Delapi kept alive. Gates will get it over, somehow able to keep it alive. Henneman Delapi buries it.
You can see the frantic nature on the Grand Valley side. They can't really get these balls going. A couple bad digs and they can't set up a play. They just have to slow it down, put it over to Ferris State's side, and that gives the Ferris State Bulldogs the ability to make a clean play.
That one goes long there on the attempt there from Stosky. 3 points for the Lakers to start. 5 straight for the Bulldogs now on this run. Gets us to a 5-3 score line in set number 3. Wisser back again. This one goes long, right at Blaney. O'Sullivan for Stover, pushes it across. Bulldogs will tee it up. Henneman Delapi, got it! Right at O'Sullivan. She'll get credit for the kill on the attack, and now Coach Johnson's going to make a change here. O'Sullivan will go off. First time we'll see Caroline Baker, the freshman out of Byron Center, will check in now in replacement. So she'll go in the back row. Lakers are 5 beyond the gray line for this serve. Goes right back. Baker gets it up to Gates. Over the top. Bleacher. Mott. Henneman Delapi. Unloads again! 7 straight points.
And that's basically 7 straight points where Grand Valley has had some trouble to organize themselves and get a good play going. Every time they send it over to the Ferris State side, they know what to do with the ball.
Baker with a setting opportunity for Gates. This one going to go back over on the dig there from Emma Bleacher. Stover right at Nowicki. Makes a great play. Henneman Delapi again. This one at Baker near the net. This one deflected back up for the Lakers. Stover got it. Just between the arms of Mott and Freeman. Side out and change. That will bring back on Goudreau. Johnson will take a breather. Whistle will also go out for Ferris State, replaced by Leah Violet. This one goes right at Bleacher. Henneman Delape will send it back over. Mott just will scramble. Now they'll get into position defensively. Goudreau is rejected up front there by Freeman and company. Other side, that one's blocked near the seats. And 5 fingers go up. Call over for the Lakers now, so that will make it 7-5, I believe, up on the big board. Lakers now trying to get the momentum back. Stover with honors. This one at Violet. Cross away. Henneman Delapi. Sliding stop by Stover. Baker looks for Gates. Send it back over. Nowicki and Violet collide to try to keep that one alive and do so. This one off the top. Look out. That one point goes back down. Grand Valley will send it over. Bulldogs will tee it up. Freeman. Great dive there by Blaney. Goudreau back to Emma Bleacher. Mott quick attack read out nicely. And it will be a deflection. No, they're going to say it went straight off the net.
Yep,
so point for the Bulldogs.
That ball definitely just slammed down into the tape. They wanted it to be touched. They wanted it to get over at a little bit just so the Ferris State blocker could get a hand on it, maybe going out of bounds. But that time kind of just slingshot off the tape and went out of bounds for Grand Valley.
Good call, partner. Gates School put this one back over. Bulldogs will set it up near side. Nowicki unloads. That one will go into the seats. 9-5 our scoreline here in Big Rapids. Bulldogs with a 2-set lead here over the rival Lakers from Allendale. Mott will take her time and send it. This one off the top of the tape. Lakers receive it. Looking to strike. Not going to get it that time. Mott digs it out there from Goudreau. Henneman Delape. That one's deflected. Baker. Gates. Blocked in bounds. How about this defense?
I mean, they'll most likely give it a block assist to Chelsea Freeman and Henneman Delape, but it looked like Henneman Delape had all the ball on that one, putting it back home there for the Bulldogs. What could have been a solo block there for Henneman Delape.
They will give it to Henneman Delape on a solo as she dives. Nowicki sends it over. Lakers will set it up. Goudreau for Mott. Bleacher sets it over. Henneman Delape off the deflection. A pancake by Stover. Blocked off the net back. Lakers will send it back. They'll tee up a defensive formation. Nowicki, soft attempt right in the middle of the defense. Well done by Claire Nowicki.
Ferris State definitely making the Lakers pay for those open areas they keep on leaving, but some great defensive plays to keep these one going for Grand Valley.
Timeout, Coach Johnson. The Lakers slipping away in set number 3. Bulldogs pouncing with an 11-5 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Flow Sports and the Bulldog Sports Network. Shout out to DJ Emmett It is going down here in the building here this afternoon. 11-5 our score line here in Big Rapids. Here, if you're just joining us, Brandon Worth, Ryan Pilon on the call for you. Ferris State Volleyball looking for another GLIAC victory against the rival as that one goes long from Mott. So the Lakers will get a point out of the timeout. Blaney will go back once again. That's another service error for the Bulldogs. They haven't had that many so far here in this match. I believe that's number 4 or 5 here on the match so far. I believe it'll be now 5 in the stat book if you're following along at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. Freeman is rejected. Violet for Mott. Here's Henneman Delapi. That one's rejected. Third time. That one will go through. Lakers lay down the woodwork, but as they say, third time's a charm. Bulldogs lead by 6.
That's what I was looking for out of the Lakers here in this game. They definitely have been out-blocked, as we've talked about in the past, by Ferris State, but that point there, 2 back-to-back blocks, looking good for Grand Valley to get their blocking going.
Goudreau dug out by Violet. Mott now looks for Piazza. That one's rejected there by Gates and company. Near side try. And inbounds. Coffin corner for Claire Nowicki.
Another good block there on the right side by Grand Valley, but nothing going on the second attempt, and Claire Nowicki found that back corner.
Deshetsky back again. Great line of sight there by Blaney. Tip back across by Freeman. They're going to steal it back, and Piazza puts the exclamation point.
Piazza is pretty lethal on those setup plays, but that time just a reactionary play to see that ball coming over and just to, dunk it on over the net and find that open area for Ferris State.
So out goes Caroline Baker, the freshman. Now they're going to put in an extra defender. Olivia Bean, the freshman out of Saline, will check in now here for the Lakers. This one tips off the top. Great read by Sanders. Here's Goudreau blocked right at Stover. Gates with a quickie. Wow. What a play by Jordan Gates.
Almost sliding on her feet there. Putting that one over behind the back. Absolutely incredible there by Jordan Gates.
That's basically an equivalent to a behind-the-back pass in basketball. That one goes right into the net. So Gates gets one, but gives one back to the Bulldogs. 15-7 now our score line. It will be Freeman back with honors. Fairfield, Piazza, Mott, Deshetsky, and Nowicki. They'll tee it up near side. Goudreau tried to keep it alive, was Mott. Not able to angle it back in towards her teammates. So it'll go down into the front row. A lot of great fans on hand here this afternoon. A couple of names. Athletic Director Steve Brocklebank in the house today. Seeing a couple of the men's tennis players across the way, as well as women's soccer in town. They'll be playing tomorrow at the Bulldog Soccer Complex against Roosevelt. Here's Nowicki. Gates digs it out. O'Sullivan just has to put it over. Good read by the Bulldog defense. Here's Nowicki. Goes right at, but just outside the antenna. You can still see it rattling around. Point for the Lakers.
That's going to be the first antenna violation here in this game here tonight. So good on both of these teams to kind of stay clear of that and playing it clean.
3 in the back row for the Bulldogs. They'll choose Violet. Fairfield right at Gates. Oh, they kept it alive by O'Sullivan. Piazza kept alive. Not enough. Great hustle from both teams. The Bulldogs will earn the point. Now they lead by 7. It's a heck of a play, though, right there by O'Sullivan to keep it alive, falling away with one arm. But a nice job by Piazza slamming the door. They're going to look now on the near side. Stover off the top. Violet. Mott. Piazza. Yes.
She had 2 blockers right in front of her, but she has the power to get it through them. It did leak through almost out of bounds, but inbounds. It wouldn't have mattered even because it went off of the Grand Valley player. Nice point there by Ferris State.
The freshman out of Shorewood continuing to make plays for Coach Brandon Wilhelm as that one goes right at Deshetsky and a pancake by Mott. Gates again. Wide side. Piazza kept alive. Whistle. Haley. Ferris State scores it.
Ferris State definitely glad they got the point off of that one. Absolutely incredible there by Kaylee Mott to keep that one alive.
That one might go on Flow Sports top 5 plays later on, or they might have to make that series just to make the plays that we've seen today into a sequence and compilation. 18-9 our scoreline. Coach Johnson's going to burn a timeout. That's his last of the set. Here's your last gasp effort of momentum right now. Everything falling in Ferris State's favor right now. Offense, defense, special teams, all leaning towards the team on the left in red. It has been an incredible back and forth matchup. And don't get it twisted whatsoever. This Laker team is good, but this Bulldog team, they are showing how good they are and how good they can play against good teams.
Well, Brandon, Grand Valley is definitely just trying all that they can. A good timeout call here because Ferris State is drawing really close to finishing this one out. But I'm guessing that Grand Valley is just trying to change up their strategy so many times in this third set because they fell 2 sets and now they're down. They got to try to clean things up, try to make some changes, put defensive players in, try to get your defense back on top. But Ferris State is almost too strong to handle on that Grand Valley side.
This is going to be a wild sequence here to the end of this one. Be sure to stick around. We'll have a short post game for you as well at the conclusion. We also got to catch Coach Brenna Wilhelm for her final thoughts as well. You'll catch that on Ferris State Athletics on YouTube. Get to hear from the coaches and some players if this result stays as is. O'Sullivan unloads. No deflection. It goes long. O'Sullivan had some extra mustard on that one. Didn't even see it hit the floor, went by so fast, but luckily for the Bulldogs, it goes just a hair long. Nowicki, same story.
Luckily for Ferris State, they can kind of give up a couple of those. Obviously, they don't want to give up any of them because that gives the ability to Grand Valley to make some momentum, but they do have a good lead here.
Here's Piazza. That one's rejected. Nice play by Mott. Violet back to Piazza. Unloads. What a dig there by Johnson. O'Sullivan deflected by the defense of Fairfield and Piazza. Back to 22. Soft attempt. Yes!
Talk about filling the shoes of a great player like Henneman Delape subbing in Gabby Piazza on that left side where you see Henneman Delape so often. But the freshman sensation here tonight putting in the work for her team.
Bleacher with honors. Back towards Blaney. Gates will tee it up. Up the middle! Rejected! Cyan with a solo!
We've seen the blocking here all night long by Ferris State, but what's absolutely incredible is the amount of solo blocks they have to put some points home for Ferris State.
Lakers will try up the middle. Stover unloads! And you could tell that one was a little frustration, trying to get some pep in the step of her club. Subs coming in here for Coach Johnson. Back in comes Bien, and a new name coming in, Kennedy Art, the sophomore out of Byron Center, former Valparaiso product. And transfer now will check in. Bleacher for Fairfield. Deflected, kept alive. Fairfield able to keep this play alive. Mott sends it over here. Stover right at Bleacher. Kept alive. Oh, and Nowicki couldn't keep it upright. Good effort, but good offense from the Lakers. That's 2 in a row. Really well set up offensive sequences. BN back again. Lakers trail by 9. Bleacher elects to take it. Henneman Delape. That one goes wide, expecting the blockade to move over. Good job by the Lakers adjusting. And just like that, 3 in a row, 21-13 our score. Nowicki. Mott. Henneman Delape. Turned back by Blaney. Battle at the net. It tips over. Still battling. Stover finally able to get up. Henneman Delape back at Blaney. Keeps it alive. Gates for Stover. Got it. 4 in a row. Coach Brandon Wilhelm's thinking about it, trying to see get her team on the same page here. Right now the Lakers have stepped it up since that timeout, and she notices it, and now she's going to take a timeout. We'll take one too. Back in 60 seconds here for the remainder of set number 3, right here on Full Sports and the Bulldog Sports Network. Welcome back here to Bulldog Volleyball coverage. Brennan Worth, Ryan Pilon with you. 21-14 our score line. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Looking to close the door. Looking for a 3-set win over the rivals in Anchorbone 2. Here's Fairfield. Gets him started out of the timeout.
A lot of fans might look at the score right now and say it might be too far gone here for Grand Valley, but if there's any team that can come back, it would be this team, so don't count out the Lakers.
Served by Wisser. Ace! Big time for the freshman.
That is why they put her in. A lot of the times you'll see her subbed in to take the serve, and she is great at the service ace. A great number on the year for her.
The sophomore adds to her tally. Bulldogs are going to get an opportunity. Hedman DeLappy, nice job there to keep it alive. Lakers scramble. Right side. That one kept alive again by Blaney. She has been balling in this game. Soft attack. Finds the block. Here we go. Hands on their feet in the building. One away from a 3-set sweep over Grand Valley State. Whistler to send it. Back row, Bean, Gates keeps it alive. Stover, what a play there by Nowicki. They try to keep it alive and do. They'll scramble to play defense. Gates for Stover, deflected. Bleacher, not able to keep it alive. Lakers will stay alive. They trail 24-15, side out and change. Coming on again is Goudreau. Stover ball in hand. Bulldog fans on their feet. Looking for a win. Back to Bleacher. Mott. Wide side. Edmund DeLappy! Set. Match. Series. Sweep. Bulldogs take it. 25-15 in set 3 and win it 3-0.
They are 24-0 now, and talk about a statement game here in Bulldog Arena. An incredible Grand Valley team taking on an incredible Ferris State team. You couldn't ask for a better victory if you're a Ferris State fan, and a tough loss here if you are a Laker fan.
What a match for Ferris State. Great effort from the Lakers. They are going to bounce back from this match. There's no doubt about it. We'll get you a quick scoring breakdown before we send you on your way as you hear the crowd. Final wishes and claps of applause for a dominant performance this afternoon. What an incredible win, and you can tell with the enthusiasm how much this means to them. You can see now Coach Brandon Wilhelm with Athletic Director Steve Brocklebank. Dominant win for that club today. We'll get to hear from Coach Brandon Wilhelm. You can check that out on YouTube here as we'll get the final stat and breakdown here for you, Ryan. 11 team blocks. Ferris State with 11 team blocks. 4 solos, 2 from Cyan, 2 from Olivia, 14 total assists. Gabby has 1, Cyan with 4, Kaylee with 2, 3 from Freeman, Henneman Delapi with 2, and Nowicki with 2. That is a recipe for long-term success in the postseason, and that felt like a postseason match for them, and boy, did they step up defensively against one of the best, if not the best, defensive team in the nation.
For sure, and Brandon, you pointed out 11 total team blocks for Grand Valley State, only 3, and I looked back at the 2 sheets of paper on the ground I have in front of me. Second set, Grand Valley still only had 3 total team blocks, and in the first set they had 2. So in the past 2 sets, only 1 total team block against Ferris State's 11. Absolutely incredible by Ferris State.
53 individual points here for the Bulldogs as they close this one out, led 15 for Olivia Henneman Delapi. Unbelievable performance from her. 12 of 39 on attacks. Coming up especially huge, Gabby Piazza, 12 of 20. Talk about efficiency from the freshman out of Shorewood. Been incredible as she is in the second spot. 7 points shared as well by Cyan Fairfield as well as Claire Nowicki, each of them with 7. Leader on assists is Kaylee Mott, adds 29 to her total on 99 attempts. Service aces 2 for Kaylee Mott, 1 for Wisser and 1 for Nowicki, gets you to an even 4. And as well, the receptions I think was really impressive. Leah Bylot with 17 at the libero spot, 12 for Emma Bleacher, and 9 for Alana Deshetsky. Deshetsky especially made some big-time plays as a freshman, and you can just go in to tell that this team is ready for a long run if they can play like this consistently, and it's super impressive. 13-0 at home, Ferris State 24-0 on the year. We'll get you Grand Valley State as well for all of our Laker fans as well that are tuning in. Kendall Stover with 9, 8.5 for Jordan Gates, 8.5 for Brianna Sawski. Really impressive performance, especially from them. 15 and 13 the sets in assists going to Megan O'Sullivan and Jordan Gates. Service aces 2 for Blaney, 2 for O'Sullivan, 1 for Stover, as well as in the digs category, Julia Blaney was busy all afternoon, 24 digs, very impressive from her, as well as 11 from Mackenzie Johnson and 13 from Kendall Stover. Blocks, 3 assists, both of them, I should say, really the team up of Stosky and Gates getting 3 apiece, all 3 of them on the 3 blocks total for Grand Valley State. But this was an incredible defensive performance here from Ferris State. The freshmen and sophomores stepped up. Everybody played their role, and defensively they outplayed one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Yeah, and I won't be afraid to kind of admit that I was wrong. I thought this game was going to go into 5 sets.
Me too.
I thought it was going to be close.
You're not the only one.
I mean, that second set, it was close, but, I mean, honestly, you talked about Stover. If you take her, if you take a lot of these defensive players out of the equation there for Grand Valley, I mean, this could have been an incredible blowout by Ferris State if you take away those receptions there and the amount of digs that Grand Valley had to keep this game alive. But yes, I am not afraid to admit that I was wrong. I thought this one was going to be a little bit closer, but if you're a Ferris State fan, you're happy with it. A nice 3-0 sweep here by Ferris State.
Absolutely. That's going to conclude our coverage here on Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports. Brandon Worth and Ryan Pilon saying so long. We'll see you back in this building on Friday night. Ryan will have the call for you in that matchup against a really good GLIAC team. We got the UP teams coming to town, Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech next weekend. We're going to have a lot of busy sports. If you're in town on November 9th, you're going to have pretty much every opportunity to see every team here in Big Rapids. So be sure to stick on by. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll sign off. Ferris State sweeps Grand Valley State 3-0 your final. This has been a presentation of GLIAC Volleyball here on the Bulldog Sports Network and Flow Sports.